I have been selling this book, Zan Azli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH. For a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. You're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club. And I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Shirley Ibstoman.
As usual, we watch a local film.
But this week we are not watching a film.
Films and TV shows, right? And we review them, right?
Yes.
And this week we
finally got to watch KL Gangster Underworld 2.
Okay, so we watched it, and one thing I have to call out Rashdan, our viewer. Kau nak apa? Cakap Melayu, nak tukar default jadi English. Cakap English, nak tukar default jadi Melayu. Bugger you. Okay, anyway, yeah.
Okay,
so okay, we watched KLGU, Underground World, Gangster 2.
Gangster Underworld 2, Season 2.
On iFlix, which is no longer
WeTV.
iFlix, it's called WeTV. Okay, we finally watched it. I mean, everybody knows we liked season 1. We enjoyed season 1.
Loved it.
Then we went to the launch of the movie.
The prequel.
The movie. Oh yeah, a prequel of Madam Wong,
Rise
right?
Power.
Rise Power, you know. We'll link all these reviews, okay?
Yeah.
And finally, now we've been waiting to watch the movie. We didn't want to wait week after week, right?
Yeah.
We wanted it all to come out and then binge watched it, and we finished watching it in a week.
2 days actually.
No, it was a week. I mean,
yes.
because it was about like 5 days like that. We finished watching everything because
Baik lah.
because we watched it at night and then sometimes over lunch and then here and there and that.
Yeah, but we watched it lah.
Yeah, so go on, tell us what it's all about.
Okay, so KL Gangster Underworld 2 is basically a continuation a year after KL Gangster Underworld 1, where Shah is now the leader of Kampung Baru, and they have a kid. He and Elena have a kid, Cahaya, and basically now there's no king because the king died in the first season. I actually forgot who the king in the first season was also, but the king died in the first season, and then there's basically like some shit happening. So like gangster leaders are getting assassinated by weird assassins, female assassins clad in what I think is supposed to be leather but looks like pleather, I'm not sure. And then Madam Wong says like, oh, something is up, so she goes to Manila to try to find out, and then there's like all these like sort of elements that come together and make the story lah. Also, Namron's character Matno is introduced. He is supposedly from the north, and he has come and opened a factory on Kampung Baru land, which Shah has given him.
Because
sort of
he's got a relationship with
like,
Ayazan before
he's like
the
an
Ayazan.
older guy, so it's like an uncle like that. So yeah lah. So because it's like, oh, okay, my uncle, you can lah open your factory here in Kampung Baru even though you're not from Kampung Baru. And then some stuff starts developing from there.
Keluarga dia asal Kuala Lumpur, dia bukan.
Yeah.
Dia asal daripada utara.
Yeah.
Dia lahir dibesarkan kat utara.
So I don't want to talk too much about what has happened and everything, right? Just in case you like want to watch it. So I think we can go straight into what we thought of the series lah.
Okay, what did you think of the series?
Okay, no, you can go first.
Why?
Because I have thoughts.
And you think I don't have thoughts?
No, but I waited so long for this. So
I think we waited the same amount of time.
But you didn't have as much enthusiasm while waiting as I did. No? Yes? Kind of? Don't know. Okay, anyway.
Okay, can. So KLGU 2, right? I missed the mafia, the acting mafia. Okay, I miss Bito Kushairi, I miss Zahiril Azim, I missed Amirul Afendi.
And he literally misses y'all, okay?
I
It's
miss
not
the
like-
three of them
yeah,
coming together
he
in their
misses y'all.
brohood. I literally miss seeing them playing all these characters.
Yeah.
I miss these characters. I miss Azan Rani. Cannot miss out Azan Rani, right? Yeah, you know what I mean. So so I was excited to finally be able to watch. And like what you said just now, it's been a year after, you know, it's a year. It's
In
a
the
year, right?
timeline,
In the
yeah.
timeline of the story, right? And Ayazan is dead. Oh, Zan, you know, and Shah has taken over Kampung Baru.
Yeah.
Zahiril Azim, who plays Adi, is now pakai baju.
Yeah.
And has taken over Cheras.
Yeah.
Right? And it's nice, you know, and he had to fight Shah for it. But
Yeah.
the fighting was not to like kill each other, but it was more like, yeah, right? That kind of fight, you know. It was raining heavy.
Yeah, I'm getting wet.
You're getting wet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shall we move?
Sure. That side a bit.
No, but then we've got to adjust the focus and
That
everything.
side a bit, me.
Okay, move first.
Okay. Okay. Alright, yeah, continue.
Okay, so the whole series, we reviewed KLGU 1,
In
season 1
2 parts.
in 2 parts, right? Now the season 2, we're going to review everything in this one go,
Yeah.
alright? Because I think that we feel that that's fair lah,
Yeah.
right? That's fair to review everything in one go. I didn't like it as much as I did KLGU season 1. I'll go into the parts that I didn't like first. Right? Writing was not very good. It was very loose. You didn't know what was happening. There was like a conspiracy happening where, you know, outsiders are coming in trying to take over KL and all these kind of things. But it's not clear why. You know, Madam Wong is away trying to find out, you know, in the Philippines or something like that. And elements are starting, you know, people are being killed, but they don't know what's happening. You're really clueless. It's the same from beginning. It's like that from the first episode right up to the last episode, and then hanging. Like, okay, that's going to be a season 3, but you still don't know what's happening in season 2. You know, you don't know what the causes are. Nothing of that sort, right? So it felt very, very unclear.
It was very messy, I think. The way that everything, like season 1, right? The storyline was so very well thought out and very well plotted lah. And there was the progression, and there were also all these other elements, you know. It was like the boy meets girl, Romeo and Juliet thing. But then there was also the parts where, you know, slight conflict of what kind of crime we would do, what kind of crime we wouldn't do, and that's why they got into trouble, and then it all built up to something and had a resolution, and then only they start building up for the second season.
Yeah.
But like this one, it was like everything was everywhere for every single episode,
Yep.
and you are just left constantly confused. And usually by the second half, you would think there would be some resolution or whatever. And yeah, we do find out some things, but there are other things also that they just like sort of mention in pockets, and we never know what's happening. And this is like from season 1 already, they've been talking about it.
Yeah.
So it was a bit, a bit messy lah.
It felt like there was no backstory to all these things, and there's no
Yeah.
motivation for anything that was happening.
Yeah.
So it felt like that. Now initially, I think I mentioned to you, initially I thought that, okay, they wanted to, you know, bring the audience into the story so that, you know, all these gangsters are clueless. We as the
also
audience also like clueless. But then it was so clueless that we didn't know what the story was. Right? Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, so I felt like maybe there was no backstory given. They didn't think about the backstory, and hence so they couldn't explain it well. Or maybe they wanted to hide it for season 3, but it just didn't work for me lah.
But it also had a little bit of like too much too soon. like they were trying this season in particular, right? It wasn't as tight as the first season where they had all these key people and then like some sub characters. This one they had like so many different
characters,
aspects.
yeah.
So they had like the golden triangle aspect, then they suddenly had people from the north, and then they suddenly had like 3 new assassins, and then there was like the Keluarga Kecil people.
Oh yeah,
and
the
it was
Keluarga
just,
Kecil
like,
people.
And then suddenly there was like a drug faction in Kampung Baru. So it was just all these like little things in like creating more and more characters in a universe, but not like fully developing the characters, and you don't really see what all of them fully contribute to the main plot lah.
Yeah, you've got Adi going off to Cheras, and then hence now there's a Cheras story already.
And then there was like a split there also, but then it wasn't fully like explored, I guess.
One thing I do like though is the fact that Amirul Effendi's character Belut gets together with Nabila Huda, right?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Shamin.
Shamin. And that relationship between the two it was explored quite well.
And it was like had growth lah, at least, you know, from the beginning to the end.
Because now they already like bercinta, you know. Kau sayang aku ke? Kau nak badan aku je? And things like that, you know. So I like that part of it. Nabila Huda's performance is way better here than the first season.
Yeah.
Alright.
Her character also has a lot of growth compared to the first season.
Yeah. Directing wise, I think it was okay lah. You know. I didn't.
It was not as epic as the first one though.
Yeah.
The fight scenes were very underwhelming. You know, all of the fight scenes were very underwhelming. Even that peak fight scene was not like super exciting to us.
Yeah. So like the first season, the fight choreography was great. You know, you got Zahiril Azim fighting the assassin. You know, who the butcher, right? And then you've got all the fights happening, and it's very well choreographed, and there are a lot of wide shots to show you the action. Now in season 2, all the Melayu tactics for fight scenes come in. Close-ups, shaky cameras so you don't know what's happening, maybe because, I don't know, you know, it didn't feel good. Yeah. I remember in the first season, you had this big fight scene in Kampung Baru where they're eating at the stall and suddenly everybody's fighting. Oh my god, that was epic!
It's so intense.
Yeah, now tak ada, you know, now it's like all close-up, or
and
just hands, shooting faces and a lot of yelling.
Yelling at each other all the time.
So tak short sangat lah. And one thing to me that was really lacking and I really miss was the brotherhood and the acting between these 4 mafia actors. You know, the acting between Zairil Azim, between Bito Kushairi, between Amirul Effendi, between Azan Rani. There was not much of the interaction between these 4 characters, and hence I always thought that they were the ones that created the magic.
Yeah.
You know, their chemistry together, the way they deliver their lines together. They were really playing off of each other, but now it's like they're all separate in like individual silos. I miss that. And then every once in a while there'll be like 1 or 2 scenes where they actually get together, and then that's when my tears stream down my eyes, you know, like, oh yes, you feel the chemistry back again, you know. But then there's conflict between them, right? There's conflict between them.
Which I didn't like. Why you all gotta fight with each other? Don't lah.
No, but that gives it the dynamic, gives it depth,
Killing
you know.
me, or you're killing me. Don't fight, you guys. I understand that it's part of the development of the story and the characters, right? But it's just like because of the lack of the bromance already, and also they tried to introduce like a new generation of sort of, I guess, younger actors or newer gangsters or whatever that tried to emulate the bromance, especially with Adi and Cheras, but it just didn't work. You have to have the main plus do it lah, you know. And the fact that on top of already the lack of bromance, they are fighting with each other, it was so upsetting to me.
Yeah,
I can't.
so like Adi goes to Cheras and he's got these 2 lieutenants, right?
Yeah.
Who's helping him. No chemistry between them.
Yeah.
Right? Either no chemistry or they do not act. Their acting the performance is not as good.
Yeah.
Shah gets a new lieutenant as well.
Yeah.
Right? But, right?
Who just seems like a...
He's just there for his muscles, you know?
Yeah,
he's like a robot that's being...
man.
So in the first season, you know, Shah had
love
Belut,
each other.
had Adi and
They love each other.
And when they went out, they really worked together. It's like
now nobody loves each other. Loves each other anymore.
It's not to say that I didn't enjoy season 2, right?
Yeah.
But you know, I didn't enjoy it as much as season 1, right? I really like the fact that, and it's no secret because it's in the trailer, that Tauke comes back. Right? Hello.
Yeah.
I love Tauke. He's one of my favorite villains in Malaysia. Malaysian villains ever.
Yeah, so I think that the saving grace of KLGU 2 is actually Azan Rani's character, Tauke. because everybody else is just kind of, I don't really know what they're doing also. Like even Shah's character, everybody is underwritten, underdeveloped, and sort of very half-baked. And you can see it even in the way that the actors are trying to portray their characters. They are so limited in the choices that they can make lah, actually. So like even the chemistry that was in Shah and Elena, they were the main love story in the first one. Now it's like, even while they're going through all this conflict in the second season, you don't really see it because they're basically just everybody's in separate entities and doing basically their own thing lah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of somewhat disappointing for me.
There's one element in the show that I think there is a bit of disagreement between you and I. Is Namron's character. No. I thought Namron's character was played very well and he served the purpose, although not deep enough. Yeah, but you were saying that, Namron's character is like, neither here nor there. Remember you were saying?
No, I just feel like I get the point of the character, but what's his motivation? Like at the end, even though he explains his motivation, it's just so not, like, it's not deep enough lah.
Which is related to that.
Doesn't feel, it didn't feel like enough. He explains it at the end why whatever he does, whatever, but it's just not. Just didn't feel as epic as the first one lah.
It's related to the part where we don't know what's going on lah. Yeah. But Namron plays the character well, I thought.
But Namron plays everything well.
Well, not necessarily. There have been some characters where I felt he didn't play very well in some other movies.
I never had a problem with Namron's. But you know what? Namron didn't get hit by a car in this.
Yeah. But I love Namron,
Namron.
In general, we like Namron's performance in almost everything.
We like him much better when he's not hit by a car.
And okay, we have been cleaning up the storeroom under the stairs, right? We've got stuff there from 10 years ago, 8 years ago, and we found my collection of DVDs and VCDs, that's how old I am, right? And we found an indie DVD of one of the indie short films that Namron directed, and it stars Bito Kushairi and Amirul Effendi, called Jalan Pintas.
Yes.
I've seen the film, but it was so long ago, like 15 years ago, I think 10 years ago, that I can't remember. I think we should watch it and review it.
Yeah, so we took it out of the storeroom.
We took it out of the storeroom, we're going to watch Jalan Pintas, okay? We're going to watch Jalan Pintas, we're going to review it.
Yeah.
I wish I could rewatch Gedebe by Namron. But anyway, okay.
So the second season not as intense as the first season, and it's not as impactful as the first season, and not as tight as the first season. On a backstory, I know that KLGU 2 was produced and made in a time where there was a lot of managerial conflict and a lot of handovers and stuff. So I don't know if that contributes to how the season has come out, but I know there is also no excuse. You like to say that it's actually no excuse.
Final
for
product is
bad
final
things.
product.
Product is final product.
Nobody cares if production company lose funds or whatever. You know what I mean?
So I don't know lah. It's just the way it is lah. I guess. Could it have been better? Yes. Is it bad? Not really.
Not really. Not great lah. Not season KLGU 1 lah. But I still love the performances by our bros, our four bros.
And we stand by
the boys.
Forever.
And we know that whatever you do, you're going to bring Malaysian acting to like, Yeah. Are we like sucking up too much?
Yes.
Really? I am.
Just be cool, bro.
I just really like the way they act. I like.
But we like it when y'all act together.
Yeah.
So really, like,
you guys should make.
together.
Yeah. You guys gonna be like the Judd Apatow of Malaysian films, Yeah, like the Judd Apatow, he collects his actors and they work together all the time. Oh my god, it kind of reminds me of the Goodfellas, where you've got like Robert De Niro. No, Al Pacino wasn't in Goodfellas. Who's that short little guy, the bad guy, in the evil thief robber in Home Alone? Oh, come on, what's his name? Joe Pesci, and the character who I feel, I don't know for sure, Azan Rani based his character Tauke off in Goodfellas. The who's that guy? The Italian guy, like the one that always like the one. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? I need to get it. What's his name? Oh my god. Oh my god, how can I forget his name? We're just talking about it. Oh my god. Oh, Goodfellas. Ray Liotta. In Goodfellas. So.
Alright. So.
No, there is one thing before we go on to the ending, right? I want to mention something because it's available on iFlix, which is no longer there. It's known as WeTV, right?
Yeah.
Platform's not so good, huh?
No, only on the tab. So we realized that if you watch it on like your phone or on a tablet, it plays you ads every like 20 minutes.
Every too often.
And then it's like when it's playing the ad, it doesn't pause the show. So the show is going on in the background
And you
while
get all
the ad is playing.
Yeah.
And then you get the subtitles or whatever is happening, and then you just have to catch up lah. If yeah.
But when you watch
But
it
it
on the
didn't happen on the
computer,
desktop, yeah.
desktop it doesn't work that way. And you know how Netflix, when you pause the show and then you come back later,
You can
it
watch it
continues,
again, yeah.
right? This one doesn't continue. You got to find your track again.
Yep.
You know, so
Yeah. Yeah.
that. It's annoying lah. That one is annoying lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the show though. The
Yeah.
quality of the show.
But is
Yeah.
there going to be a season 3? You think? The way it ended, it feels like it's going to be a season 3.
Yeah, but if the bro is not there, what is the point?
Well, if they start developing other characters properly, and it's that I'm okay to watch it.
You watch it as long as Zairi Azim is in it.
No, you don't know. We don't know, right? I'm okay if like, yeah.
Well, it is our solemn sworn duty as the Fat Bidin Film Club to watch it if it comes out because it's Malaysian. So we will watch it. Alright, so that's
Watch it,
that.
watch it, don't watch it.
Watch it, watch it. Because, I don't know, people have put in effort into making this, and if you've seen KLGU 1, then you also want to kind of know what's going on now. So yeah lah, watch it.
I would say watch it too, not because people put in the effort, because I'm like, screw the effort, it comes out bad.
But it's not bad, it's just not
Yeah, exactly.
KLGU 1.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying just watch it.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's
But
not
we
bad.
expected better.
Yeah, we wanted better. You know.
But that's just us.
Yeah, because KLGU 1 was just like.
Yeah.
Phew,
We told
you know?
everybody we know, okay, to watch KLGU 1. Everybody we know.
Yeah. Okay, so let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Right? Let us know what you think about everything that we said today. You know, fight us if you want. You know, am I too much of a fanboy of the four guys?
No.
Am I like, oh my god, Zairi Azim, oh my god, Vito Shari, oh my god, Amina Effendi, oh my god, Azarani, ah! You know, or just tell us what you think lah. You know? Yeah. Okay, so hey, like this video. Don't like this video, share it. Right? Subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms at FatBidin, or go to fatbidin.com to get everything. You've been watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Nazli.
And I'm Shali Mustawan.